Hey guys, welcome to Beautyology 101. Today I thought I'd try to do a little get to know me tag that's the very large amount of questions that nobody usually asks people, so I'm going to try to fly right on through them and let's get started. Question 1. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Well, they're open right now. I don't really mess with them, so oops. 2. Do you take shampoos and conditioner bottles from the hotel? Only if they're really, really good. 3. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? I prefer to sleep with them tucked in, but I'm kind of move around all crazy when I sleep, so they don't usually stay tucked in for long. 4. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? That's pretty specific. No, I have not. 5. Do you like to use post-it notes? No, I don't see how people, feel organized with post-it notes. To me, it just feels like you have random pieces of paper all over your desk or whatever. 6. Do you cut out coupons but then never use them? I don't even cut coupons. 7. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Asking the real questions. Probably a bear. I don't know, both of those things could kill you, and if you had to, get in a fight with one of them, I mean, even if you die, people would be a lot more impressed if you fought a bear, you know? 8. Do you have freckles? Absolutely. You could probably see them all over me. 9. Do you always smile for pictures? No. A lot of times I like throwing people off in the pictures, and I photobomb people if I see just random people on the street trying to take selfies, or if it's for class pictures, I was always the rebellious one that was pouting instead of smiling like everyone else. I don't know. It's more fun. 10. What is your biggest pet peeve? Ooh, rude people. No, I'm just kidding. Probably my biggest pet peeve would be when people complain a lot. Especially if it's something that everyone has to do, you know? I was on a mission trip to Colorado this summer, and it was a 13-hour trip. We drove there, and we had to fit a ton of people into little cars and stuff with all our luggage, and it was awful because I didn't really like the people that I was in the car with, and there's this one girl that's just I'm tired, when are we stopping? I need to stretch my legs out. And we were shut up, we all do, it's not just you. 11. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? Not usually, but there is a sign outside my dorm that said the nearest Starbucks is 162 steps away, and I don't really care that much about Starbucks, but I kind of wanted to be able to prove the sign wrong, so I counted. Oh man, I'm gonna tackle 12 and 13 at the same time. It's, have you ever peed in the woods or pooped in the woods? And the answer to both of them is no, I don't go camping. There's not really woods around here. 14. Do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? Who doesn't? 15. Do you chew your pens and pencils? No, I just don't. I have a lot of nervous habits. Chewing pens and pencils isn't one of them. For some reason there is no number 16, so number 17, what size is your bed? Extra long twin, just like every other person who's living in a dorm. 18, what is your song of the week? Ooh, that's tough. I don't have a radio in here. The only, new music I've heard this week has been from my guitar class, and it's not like we get to play the guitar in class. It's learning music theory and how the guitar was invented and all the cool stuff you can do with it. And so we have these listening assignments, and one of the songs has been stuck in my head, and it's just Spanish guitar, and it's by the Gipsy Kings. It's called Duende. It's in Spanish. I'll probably put it down there or something if you want to spell it and look it up. It's pretty catchy. 19. Is it okay for guys to wear pink? Just do you, man. I don't really care. 20. Do you still watch cartoons? Yes. At the rec center here, when you go to work out and they have the little elliptical machines, they have TV screens on them so you can watch TV while you're working out. And I'll watch Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon and everyone else is watching MTV. I also binge watch Chowder on Netflix sometimes. It was my favorite cartoon from my childhood, and I still watch it. 21. What's your least favorite movie? Gosh, that's a hard one. Sometimes I'll get with my friends and we'll watch some really bad movies but have a great time because we can, make fun of it. So Like, some really bad movies don't really count as my least favorite. One that comes to mind is, like, the first Percy Jackson movie. Oh, my goodness, was that funny to watch. But, gosh, least favorite. Probably Twilight. It's probably gonna rustle some jimmies out there. I don't know, like, I kind of brought some friends over, and, like, we're gonna watch Twilight, because we like watching dumb movies together. And, I don't know, it wasn't fun. It was just really boring. 22. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? Like I'd tell you. 23. What do you drink with dinner? Water. I know that's super boring. I have to drink a ton of water out here because it's like living in a tropical rainforest, and it's super hot and super humid, and it's disgusting out here. I don't know how these guys are walking around drinking like Mountain Dews and Monsters, and they're not just passing out on the sidewalk. 24. What do you dip a chicken nugget in? My mouth. I don't usually eat sauce with my chicken nuggets. I guess it's kind of weird. 25. What is your favorite food? Dried chicken nuggets. I don't know. I do really like fried chicken though. 26. What movie could you watch over and over and over and still love? Probably my favorite movie of all time, Tropic Thunder. I like know half of the lines in it. 27. Last person you kissed/kissed you. My mom. Yesterday my parents came by and they took me out to lunch, and I kissed my mom goodbye. I'm not embarrassed to do that. 28. Were you ever a boy/Girl Scout? I was not a Girl Scout, but my brother was a Boy Scout, and my dad was like the scout leader, and all my guy friends were in the same like Boy Scout troop, so I ended up being dragged along to a lot of Boy Scout functions, and as a result, I know a lot of the things that like Boy Scouts learn. 30. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? I actually write a lot of letters to people on paper. I mentioned in my What's in the Box video that I have a post office right next to my dorm, so I've actually gotten into writing letters to people quite frequently, so that's nice. I know people like getting letters. 1. Can you change the oil on a car? My dad kind of talked me through how to do it a while ago. I know how to check to see if your oil needs to be changed, and I could probably find a place that knows how to change the oil in my car, if that counts. 32. Ever gotten a speeding ticket? No. 33. Ever ran out of gas? Story time. It's before, but there was one time I got really, really close, and I was super scared, and I was with my mom. We were in her car, just going to town or something, and we came back, and I had a Bible study I really needed to get to at like 6 that night, and it was like 5:50 at this time, and it was at this lady's house that kind of lives out in the country, and it took like 20 minutes to get there because there's all these winding roads, and we came home, and we found out that my dad had like taken my car for some reason to go do something, and I was like, how am I going to get there? I have to take my friends to this lady's house. And so my mom was just like, you can use my car. And I was like, cool, thanks. And I just drove off, picked up my friends, and we had like just gotten out of town when I noticed the gas meter said it was like, had 25 miles left. And I was like, also ended up getting super lost, and we were kind of late, but luckily the town we got lost in had a gas station in it, so that was one less stress. I thought I was going to run out of gas for sure, like in the middle of the country, so glad that didn't happen. 34. Favorite kind of sandwich? Grilled cheese. 35. Best thing to eat for breakfast. I'm a big fan of like omelets and bacon. It's always good. 36. What is your usual bedtime? I'm in college, don't really have one. I try to go to sleep before 11 if I can. Usually that's doing pretty good for me. 7. Are you lazy? That's interesting. I've done some lazy things. I don't think, like, personality-wise, like, I don't think I'm a lazy person. Like, I like getting up and walking around and doing things, but I have, like, just sat in bed and watched YouTube videos all day before. 38. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? Another story time. My mom is, like, really good at sewing things, and she did that a lot for me when I was a kid. And when I was younger, I had this thing for bats. I don't know why. I thought they were the coolest thing ever, and so I wanted to be a bat for Halloween. And so my mom, like, handmade this really cool outfit, and she had, like, cut up an old black umbrella, and it had like little spines for the wings, and so whenever I'd go like that, I'd have like wings coming down from my arms, and it was the coolest thing ever. A lot more questions, but I kind of have somewhere to be soon. I didn't think it would take this long, so I may do a part 2 with the rest of the questions later, but that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.